Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope you all are fine. You are doing best in your life. I keep praying for all of you that may you will get everything in your life. Today in this video, I want to share a small dua, a small supplication. If you recite this, you will get success in your exams. Means if you are going to give any exam or you have any interview, you have any religious exam, any academic exam, if you recite this dua before your exam, you must get good marks in your paper. You must get success in your exams. So a person says, he told, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Once upon a time, and I read about this dua in a magazine, and I observed that this dua is very effective for sharpen memory and for improve your learning. And if you keep reciting this dua before your exams or before your study, you will understand everything easily. So he says, I saw many experiences, many miracles in my life of this dua. And he says, I am also related to education sector. When I read this article, then the very next day, before entering in the classroom where I used to teach, I started telling the above mentioned dua to my students. And I told to my students, recite this dua before start studying, and with the help of this dua, you will understand everything better and it will easy for you. So that was my habit and that became my routine. Whenever I entered in my class for giving lecture, first I recite this dua and I tell my student to recite after me. And slowly it results appeared. Even the weak students started taking interest in studies. And along with that, they became respectful as well. They started giving respect to teacher. Otherwise, before they used to mock on teacher and they made fun of teacher. But alhamdulillah, after recitation of this dua, they started giving respect to teacher. And their memory sharpened, alhamdulillah. And this time they had to appear in board exam. By the will of Allah, all the students passed just because of reciting this dua, and weak student as well passed with good marks. Even 17 students obtained a scholarship just because of their high marks. The school got a certificate of merit and 61,000 rupees in prize for such a wonderful result from the Department of Education. All of the prize money was distributed among the staff. All of this was due to the blessing of this dua, alhamdulillah. After this, I myself appeared for the exams of MA, and I was preparing for MA exam, and whenever I opened my book, I recited this dua before opening the book. And I recited this dua with belief that if my student passed in their exam very well, inshallah, I will also. And till the time when I entered in examination hall, before received my paper, question paper, I kept reciting this dua. And I solved my paper with belief that this dua automatically helped me. With its blessings, paper started to happen well, but 3 papers I did not attempt well. I don't know what happened with me. But the result was so wonderful that I was surprised. And I told to my friends that please check my roll number very carefully because I was scared and I had some doubt that my 3 papers were not good. So might possible I would not pass that exam. But my friends told me that you have passed the exam with first division. And alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, I was so happy and I know it is just because of the blessing of this dua. All of this was due to the blessing of this dua and miracle happened in my life. Then I got a new class and I started teaching it. Now the children of my class remember this dua. They memorized this dua by heart. And when I entered in the class, my students started saying to me that teacher, we have recited this dua. By the blessing of this dua, the students' mind, children's minds became sharp and they became more interested in studies. And how to recite this dua? When you are going to read or study anything, before start reading, just recite Durud Pak one time, any Durud Pak. And at the end, and in the middle recite 7 times this supplication. This is what? Allahumma nawwir qalbi bi ilmika wasta'amil badani bi tu'atika wa barik wasallim. Allahumma nawwir qalbi bi ilmika wasta'amil badani bi tu'atika wa barik wasallim. So this dua you have to recite 7 times, and after this dua recite 1 time through the Pak, and then start studying. And inshallah ta'ala you will take interest in your study, you will pass your exam very well, and you will learn and memorize the things easily, and your memory will be sharp, your focus will maintain, and you will see blessings in your life with the help of this dua. So I think student needs to learn this dua, and we also, whenever we are doing any good deed, any good work, we should recite this before recite Quran Pak, before do any before learning any dua, any zikr, any askar, we should learn this dua, so we will get benefits. May Allah bless all of us. May Allah accept our prayers. Ameen. Jazakallahu khaira.